Hi, how are you doing? I'm Habiba Dima Duba, staff of GHNI Kenya. I work with Global Hope Network International. My name, as I've said, is Habiba. I come from northern part of Kenya, a place called Moyale, at the border of Kenya and Ethiopia. That is where I was born and brought up. But for the moment, I live in Isiolo with my family. I am from Borana community, the largest ethnic group in northern Kenya, and the language of Borana is dominant in this part of the region. We are the majority among many communities living in this part of the country. Right now I live in Isiolo with my family. I'm married to Pastor Upshet Mengesha. He's an Ethiopian missionary who worked with Campus Crusade for many years, over 26 years. We are married for the last 16 years. We have 4 children. My firstborn is called Malcolm. He's 15 years old. He is in 9th grade. My second son is called Menahim. He's in 8th grade. He is 14 years old. My third born is Rebecca. She's in 6th grade. And our last son is called Abraham. He is in nursery and he has 4 years. So we've been so happy as a family. Serving among the community of northern Kenya is a joy and a pleasure. As you have heard, the place is dry and people are depending on livestock. Not much farming because of the rain, and they have tried their best, but because of the challenge of tribal conflict and fight, and even drought and war due to climatic change, many have lost their livestock, and majority have settled down to be poor, and the challenge of life has made them to be helpless, and many hopeless, and left without anyone even noticing who they are and where they are. It's a joy for us to serve them. We've been working among different villages of Borana, Turkana, Samburu, and even Meru. We started with Gambela, which we had a very great successful service for 5 years. Now graduated to Atir, a neighboring village of Turkana community. We are also serving and working in Shambani, which is also a Turkana village. We have Olanagele, majority are Muslim, and Borana, and Bulesdima, where the majority are Turkana and Borana, and we are finding joy to serve this community and to see help restored in the lives of men and women, orphans and widows, getting hope. We help in 5 areas of transformational community development. We help in water, we help in wellness, where we help them to live better life, prevent diseases before they are infected and go to the hospital. We also help in education, making them understand the values and the importance of educating, especially girl child. And we also help them with food, teach them different way of farming, and also give them seedlings. And we also help women in microloan, which we have started in Olanagele. In Atir, we have started small. In Shambani, we have started small. But through the grant and support you have offered us, you are going to see what the support you have given will help these women to become and even elevate their level of life from the situation they are in now and to become a better person and individual. I hope this might have explained the first part of question, and I really appreciate what you have done. Thank you so much. In summary, the grant offered to us by your group is going to help so many widows, so many orphans. It's going to give them small, soft loan startup for small businesses in the villages, because there are so many women and girls who are, some of them married, divorced, and others, their husband died during the clashes. They have no hope of life. They have nothing to depend on. their children are suffering. Most of the small children are drop out of school because they can't afford school fees. They cannot even afford 3 meals in a day, maybe once in 2 days. And the women are trying to feed their children. It's like hand-to-mouth kind of life. They feed on 1 meal a day, which is mainly maize, boiled maize, with no any other kind of balanced diet food. And whatever you are going to give them as a loan will help them to make their life better. They are going to start small businesses in their respective villages. We are targeting around 20 women to start with, those who are effective, those who are focused, those who mean it, those whom we believe they are going to bring transformation to themselves and also help their neighboring friends. And we are going to set that as a role model, an example for other villages. And these women are selected. We are going to pick on those who are really needy, those orphans or those widows who have no one to depend on, who have no one to help them. And it's going to help the life of these children who are orphans to become a better person in life. We will help them through education by generating small income for their families. These women can take their children to school, not only primary school, they can take them to secondary school, even to universities. We have already started this kind of business in other villages with our small income here and there through a process called merry-go-round, where women with like mind come together, contribute their small income from every corner, maybe empower one woman at a time, maybe 10 women coming together with their small funds. They empower one woman, maybe next another one, next another one. They have already started in other villages, and we are going to teach this kind of a strategy in Shambani. They are not only going to depend on the loans or grant given by GHNI. This will be like a top-up for those who have, and maybe for those who have not started. We are going to coach them, we are going to help them so that they can, the same money can generate and help other women who are in the same condition. So this money is going to be very helpful. It's going to help the women to empower themselves, and it's going to give hope to so many people who are hopeless and helpless, those who are in real need.
Thank you.
Thank you. The question is, why Shambani? Why specifically Shambani village? As Global Hope or GHNI, our main focus is to help those who are hurting, those who are hidden, to give them help and hope. That is what we live for, and that is our motto. We've visited different and several villages of different community, but in Isiolo district, we came across this Shambani village where people are so destitute, they are so much in need, they are so poor. So many women lost their husband during the clashes, these intertribal clashes. They lost their husbands. There are so many orphans children who have nobody to take care of. And many of those Shambani villagers during last clashes, which was around 2 years ago, over 90 houses were brought down into ashes. It was burnt down. And most of their men killed at that particular time. As a result, there is no hope. Literally, people are living under small trees or even in open ground until GHNI went in and built around 22 houses for those who are really needy and they have no one to depend on. So there is kind of light coming up, and we felt there is need to empower these widows so that they can stand on their feet, help their orphans, and are focused in life so that they can be involved in better activities in the society. As we have shared about the lady, you have seen she's making a lot of liquor brew just to see her children go to school, earn a living, have basic needs in life. And that is, she has no choice but to do that. And so there are so many widows, there are so many children who are suffering. Even young girls, when they grow up to such a stage where they want to be like maybe promoted to another level of life, they have no choice because there is no food at home, there is no help around. They have to go to town in the evening, and then they are used by other men in town, so they end up becoming commercial sex workers. So they get a lot of children outside wedlock, and then they end up through the same process where their mothers are going through. So I think this is the key thing for us. Last year alone, in Shambani Primary School, over 18 girls became school dropout. That is, under 15 years, children or girls are getting pregnant. They give birth to children. They are children themselves, but they are also carrying other children. So the process continues. There is hopelessness. There is no focus. There is no anyone coming across to help these people. So as Global Hope, we felt Shambani should be a great place to begin our project. That is why we focused and picked on Shambani village as our beginning point. She's called Jamros Akwam Kitui. She has 5 children. Her husband died 2008. She has 5 children. The firstborn is 14 years. The second born has 10 years. Third born has 9 years. The fourth one has 7 years. And the fifth one has 5 years. She does changa brewing as a source of income for her children. And she has a small shop outside, that is canteen. That is what she makes an income at the end of the day to make something for her kids. That is what she's using to pay her their school fees. That is what she depends on for their livelihood. That is what she has.
Naweza tuonesha example ya changa.
Can you show? Onyesha ulete tu.
Usiogope. Endelea mada. Nini?
Yana tulete. Ilete
Mama shidelo yeye.
Haina shida.
Shidelo yeye.
Na funua hapo nimeona watoto wa kuku. Hapo nimeona kuku funua.
Nataka kuku. Unaonaje kuku?
This is her house where she lives with her small family. Yeah. This is all she has. These are her chicken. Good. Yeah, you will see what she makes for a living to help her children. Let me ask, wacha niulize. Unauzaje kwa mfano? This is a jug of changa. This is what she makes for a living. This is a brew. It's a kind of a brew. So I'm just asking her how much she's selling this cup. Unauzaje?
40.
She's selling this cup 40 shillings. This is a liquor. She makes this kind of thing to help her children go to school and make a living. So this goes for 40 shillings. How much do you sell? Like unauzaje mchana kutwa?
Nikiuza mchana kutwa nauza chupa 3.
Chupa 3 nataka glasi ngapi?
Nataka 300.
Okay, maybe if she has a good market on a good day, she sells around 300 shilling. That is, in a day she makes like 300 shilling from this. Yeah, that is how she's earning a living, but helped. Na ukipata msaada ungejisaidia na njia gani?
Ungejisaidia sana. Niwacha tai.
If she's given support, she stopped making this brew, which makes everyone to be addicted, and actually bringing the level of poverty in Shambani so high, and she's going to leave all of this, and she's going to maybe do something better to make her life much far better for herself and her children. If you help her, it will be a great blessing to you, and it will be a great something for the whole of Shambani. Maybe I want to ask, this is our sub area, it's called Mr. Albino. If such women get helped, how will your village benefit? I want to ask you. Wamama wakisaidiwa, kama wakisaidiwa, itakuwaje msaada kubwa kwa kijiji yako?
Itakuwa ni mzuri sana.
He said if they are helped, it's going to be a good something for this village. Unaona watasaidika kwa njia gani?
Naona watasaidika kwa sababu sasa mnajua kama sasa huyu Jamaros ile wanaelewa tutabu kwa kupika kwa kuuza shanga. Itakuwa basi sasa wakifaidika kwa hiyo njia, hiyo msaada. Itakuwa ni mzuri sana kwa sababu atakuwa sasa atatoka kwa hiyo shida ambayo kupika shanga ama mseme tu yani kupika hiyo shanga, itakuwa sasa atakuwa ametoka kwa hiyo njia sasa.
He's saying if they are helped, they will stop making this kind of liquor, which makes everyone to be drunkard in Shambani. This kind of business will stop, and she will live a good life. Her children will have a better future. So he's so appreciative for your efforts and what you have done and what you are to do. So they really appreciate what you have done for them. Thank you.
Okay.
In case, yani ukipata hiyo msaada, unawezaje kujisaidia?
Naweza kujisaidia kulingana, nitafungua kibanda. Tayari hata kama nitaingia hiyo soko niuze. Kama nitaona ile kitu kabisa mimi nitaweza hii kitu nisaidie kabisa. Mwache hii kitu ndio watoto wangu waendelee hata somo vizuri, hata mimi nifaidike kwa maisha yangu.
Once she is helped, she will stop making this liquor, which is not allowed, is illegal. Most of the time they are arrested by the police, they are taken to sell, they go through a lot of hardship. It's not allowed, but she has to do it for her children to have something on the table in the evening. But once she is helped, she's going to put up a small shop, even go to the market, buy vegetable, sell, and make a living out of that, which is going to be something great. And it will bring transformation, not only to her, even to the society. Because most of the people, they cannot afford to buy meal, but they keep drinking this in order for their mind not to think about the problems they go through. So this is actually what pulls the society and the village people behind. Once she stopped making this, another more women who are doing the same stop making this, I think they will make the life of the community in Shambani to be more different and to be more determined and to be more willing to focus on a better thing than just poverty, which strikes them from time to time.
Nafikiri itakuwa ni mzuri sana. Ngana huyu Jamaros pia atapata hiyo msaidizi.
It will be good if she gets that help.
Kwa sababu hata hii njia kupitia kupika naye changa, hiyo njia kupika changa naye ni mambo mengine tofauti sana.
And the way they make this thing is really hard, it's not allowed, it's illegal, it is not accepted.
Jamaros mwenyewe hata sasa ukiangalia, pili hata anapika hiyo pombe, mweshi ama moto inadhuru hata mwili yake kulingana pili anapika hiyo pombe.
Even the way they prepare them, they go through a lot of process, it affects her health-wise and it brings a lot of havoc even to her own life.
Kwa hivyo hiyo moto pia inadhuru hata mwili yake kwa sababu kulingana na moto pile anapika anaokisha kila wakati wakipika hiyo shanga hiyo.
When they make this kind of brew, they put a lot of fire. It's hazard to her health and her environment. Is not really something which is impressive.
Na pia shida ya shanga naye, ubaya shanga naye ni kitu ambaye inakatalika na serikali.
It's not allowed by the government.
Ambaye kila wakati yoyote Jamaros wanakimbishana na askari.
Every moment the soldiers are behind her just to capture her so that she will be taken.
Wakishikwa tu na askari namna hii Jamaros sana itabidi mbaga tena atoa hata ile kitasa kidogo ambaye aliuza na hiyo shanga apatiane huko.
At time when she gathers small money, the police come, they take bribe and take everything she has gathered for the day and they just leave her like that.
Sababu kwa wakati yoyote Jamaros tu ako tu tension kwa wakati yoyote kupelekwa tandani.
Every time she is very vulnerable, she can be taken to court, she can be jailed, but she has no any other choice than to bring her children through doing this kind of job.
Hivi Jamaros tu anapika pombe kwa kujisaidia na kusaidia watoto wake sababu hakuna njia nyingine bila atajisaidia na kusaidia watoto wake.
She has no any other way of helping herself or even her children. This is the only source of income she has and this is the only way she can bring up her children.
Shida ndio wanafanya apige hiyo pombe lakini sio kupenda kwake, ni shida tu ndio wanafanya kupiga hiyo
pombe. It's not her choice, it's the poverty and it's the situation around her, so she's forced to do this kind of job.
Wanasomesha na watoto wake, ndio wanunua na watoto wake nguo, wanunua na watoto wake chakula, viatu, yani mahitaji ya watoto yote na yake.
And all the need of the family depend on this brew liquor which they are making every day.
Kwa hivyo naomba Jamaros wasaidiwe kwa njia nyingine badala kuendelea na hii maisha kupiga pombe kwa sababu pia ni hatari kwa upande ya serikali.
It's dangerous. If she's helped, I'm sure she's going to be somebody who is going to be responsible, transformed, and someone who is dependable by the society.
Asante, naomba msaidizi wa Jamaros.
Thank you so much. We appreciate. Yeah.
Tena.
Sasa tunaweka isufuria, tunaweka hii.
Si unaona wote? Unaiona?
Tunaweka debe kwa moto.
We are showing the process how they normally make that liquor. So we have this one.
A plastic.
This one. Yeah. We put inside.
Alafu naweka hii sufuria.
And then we have this pot. This other one we put inside.
Sasa nikiweka hii.
Now she put the other one on top.
Na nifunge hivi.
She has to tie something around here.
Sasa nikiweka hivyo sasa niweke maji hapa kwa sufuria.
She has to put the water inside here.
Sasa nikiwakisha hivi.
When she put the fire,
ile moshi,
then the smoke,
sasa ndio inaingia kwa ile sufuria ndogo iko ndani.
And then it just suffocate, and then the liquid becomes like, the vapor becomes water, and then it drops inside the distillation process.
Sasa nikishota mara 3.
When I fetch 3 times,
sasa nitoe hiyo, sasa ni hiyo imekuwa tayari.
And then once I fetch that one, it's ready for the people to buy.
Hiyo sasa kazi hiyo imeisha.
That is how it is done. Nikuulize, ngoja usiwe usichukue video, nataka kujua. Okay, let me explain something here. The hygiene level of how they are doing this thing is not to the standard. Everything you see here is not as clean as maybe we want it to be. Because this place is so closed, there is a lot of smoke which affects our health, our lungs and everything. And then as you can see, the process itself is not as much as hygiene as possible. And even for those who are drinking that liquor, they are not, they are affected in one way or another. So if we get rid of all the women, all the ladies, or the widows who are doing this kind of, I think we eliminate. I think we will help even contribute toward the health of the villagers. That will be great. Thank you. Hey, alafu nini iko ndani?
Masufuria mpaka inajaa. Hiyo ni jasho.
Wewe uko kwa nyumba yake.
Hiyo ni jasho tu.
Unajua nini? Sijaona hata na watu.